Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. Okay, I did it. I wanted this palette for a long time and now I finally got it in my hands. I know it's maybe old news, but the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. So beautiful, guys. So beautiful. I love how it's looking in the inside. I love the vibe of this whole palette. I really hesitated for a long time because I have my gold palette and I thought they were really similar, but after watching a ton, I'm not kidding by meaning a ton of videos with this palette right here, I was convinced that I would really like it, and it's in fact not really like the gold palette. So yeah, I'm so excited about it, and that's because I really want to do a good old 3-look video with this beauty right here, because I really enjoy those types of videos as well. I enjoy watching them as well, because I have the feeling with more than just one look you will get, of course, a much more better feeling. I love to watch eyeshadow looks in general, so this is what I really enjoy the most to do on my channel right here, but I also do other things, of course, as well. I test out other products as well, so that's that. But I think with 3 looks you always will get the full beauty of a palette. So this is what I want to do today with you together with this one right here. I love the color story. I think the color story is so stunning. It's reminding me a little bit more of fall time, but I also can see, to be completely honest, a little bit summer in here because of the richness and the foresty vibes, you know. It's a little bit like an summer forest, you could say, with all the animals and everything like that. So I can see that just a little bit. I don't know, I never heard that from someone else, but I always hear that it's a fall palette, and I can see that totally. But I also can see a little bit the summer vibes in here, you know. I don't know if it's just my imagination, but I can see that for sure. So without further ado, and if you are interested in this video, let's get started with the 3 looks. I'm so excited to dive right into this palette right here. So let's do the first look. And what I forgot to tell you guys, I really want to also include, I got a sample for Laura Mercier for the Velour Extreme Matte Lipsticks right here, with a little brush at the side as well. So excited about that. And I really want to try all 3 samples in my 3 looks that I want to do with you. So I will use for each look a sample from here. I will tell you, of course, which sample it will be, and maybe we are putting it on together. We will see, but really want to do this one with my 3 looks because I have the feeling it's fitting the vibes, you know. Those are colors you can't do anything wrong with, so really want to include this one as well. And yeah, now let's go into the first look. So excited about that. Of course, I will prime my eyes just a little bit beforehand. I have some palettes, guys, where I didn't do a video with, or so many Natasha Denona palettes, and I really want to do that as well with the palettes that are missing within my Natasha Denona palettes, you know, with my videos. And I really want to rank all my Natasha Denona palettes as well soon. So excited about that as well, but I want to show you all the palettes before I do that. So we will see how I will go. So I think I also made a whole playlist just with my Natasha Denona palette. So if you're interested in that, click right there and you can see all the other palettes that I have as well. Okay, now let's see what I want to do first. I think first, to be honest, I want to keep it more neutral as you can get with this one. And I want to have the main focus on this beautiful, beautiful glittery shade right here. It's called Elysian, and I think it's so stunning looking. I really love the sparkly reddish effect that it's giving me, so really want to play with this one. And I think this one is matching with my dress that I have on today. Very, very nice. It's a black-white dress, and I have the feeling this is the perfect match for that. So I really want to stay with this color right here. Okay, and I think I will start with the color Flex right here because it's the most neutral, more, I think, cooler leaning type of brown in here, and I think it will pair really nice with Elysian. So I will do this one first, and I will pack it on a small blending brush. So excited to see. Here are powder formulations from Natasha Denona as well as her cream matte formulation. So excited about that. And with the shade Flex, this is a powder, I will start at the outer corner of my lid area. Pack it right there. Yes. Ooh, it's packing a punch. Love that about Natasha Denona every time. So beautiful. And after the mostest of my brush, I will start to swirl the color a little bit around into my crease. I want to keep it relatively simple today. Maybe with a little twist, we will see. Now I will go into the shade Fuchsia to give me a little bit of warmth back at least. With the same brush, I'm going right in there, and this is a cream to powder formulation from Natasha Denona. So it's a little bit more on the softer side. And I will swirl it right into my crease. Just to give me a little bit of warmth back. Oh yeah, exactly what I wanted. And I'm working this color a little bit more towards my brow bone. Now with my finger I will go into the main star of this show today. I will go into Elysian right here. It's looking so beautiful. It's feeling great. So excited about that. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful gunmetal-y type of shade. But with a hint of green in there. I think it's a really beautiful shade. So stunning. And with this one I will go right into the front portion of my lid area and spread it basically a little bit towards the back portion. I want that this shade is really shining. Oh yeah. And it's very, very pigmented as well. And now with the same brush as before and no product on it, I will just blend the edges a little bit out. I don't want that it's looking too harsh, and I want that it's blending very, very beautifully into the rest of my shades that I already laid down. Now let's come to the lower lash line, and with a bigger inner corner type of brush I will go again into the shade Flex right here and put it right at the outer corner of my lower lash line. I try to focus it a little bit more towards my lower lash line and not going too far downwards with it. A little bit back to the upper outer corner of the lid area, just to give the depth a little bit back and connecting it with the lower lash line. Got a little bit lost after the blending, you know. Now I will go into Fuchsia again with the same brush, and I will focus this color at the front portion of my lower lash line and drag it to the middle portion. So I'm connecting the two shades. Working it a little bit into Flex as well. Oh, I like that. It's a beautiful little twist down here. I don't know what it is, guys. In the last couple of days my right eye is very watery, so please ignore that. It has nothing to do with the shadows. It's just my eye. I don't know what the problem is, but it's watery. So I need to figure out that, but it really has nothing to do with the shadows. So now I'm going again into Fuchsia with the smaller blending type of brush again. And I start to blend everything out with this one at my lower lash line. Just really lightly. Don't go too harsh in there. Just with really, really light swiping motions, you could say. I think I really want to have a little bit more of something up here. So I will go now into the shade Plantasia. This one right here. It's looking also so beautiful. And this one I want to use more like a toppery shade. Look how wet it's looking, guys. Very, very beautiful. And this will be more like a toppery kind of shade for me, you could say. And I will put it right into the middle portion of my lid area and work it towards my brow bone area and spread it basically out everywhere on my brow bone. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted as a little twist to the look. It's really, really beautiful. For my inner corner, it's really not that easy. I could make it fun and go into Camo and do this one right into my inner corner and make a fun pop there. But anything else, it's not looking like an inner corner type of shade. Maybe Plantasia, but it's with a really darker cast. I don't think that it's... So I either will go with Camo or I will go into a highlighter of mine. It's not a problem, I just wanted to point this out. Maybe Komorebi, this one right here, would also be a inner corner type of shade. So let me think for a second. But I think I really want to have Komorebi for another look. So I really want to save this one for another look. So why not? Let's do Camo. I have the feeling it could look very interesting. Go in there with a really small inner corner type of brush and put it right into my inner corner. It's really neon-like. It's very, very interesting. I like that. Okay, it was a nice decision. This one is a powder, a normal powder formulation as well. And I also wanna wing this a little bit out, right here. So that it's not looking out of place so much, you know. Now my look is becoming more and more more fun type of look, but it's also, I have the feeling I look a little bit like an exotic type of butterfly. I'm not against it, not at all. It's also so pigmented and I didn't had any base underneath, any white base, so it's beautiful. Okay guys, I think this is all of the look. Now let's come to lashes and lips. And this time, or in the 3 looks, we will do that together because I really want to do the Laura Mercier lipsticks with you as well, if you're interested in them. If not, skip to the end, but really want to test them out with you. And for my lashes, I think I will go in with the Supernatural mascara from Melt Cosmetics. Really love this one. I think you can do so much with your lashes with this one. You can build it beautifully up, but you also can do it so light and airy. So I will go in there. See, this is the first coat. It's looking every time like I have fake lashes on. I really love this one. Like that, really, really like it. Now let's see. I think for the look today, I will go out for the night today. So we will do something a little bit bolder. Let's go with the last shade in here, and it's called Fresh. This one right here. I think it's looking beautiful. So let's do the color Fresh today. It's looking very, very beautiful and very, very vampy. It's a little bit more like an lilac type of shade. Or it's not as runny as I thought it will be. It's a little bit more of a stiffer type of formulation. So maybe I can go more than just once in there for sure. Oh yeah, it's a very beautiful color. This is so cute and small, guys. I love that. I have a little bit of my Road lip gloss on. So let's take that a little bit off. And I will go right in there with this small little cute brush. It's not as vampy as I thought it will be. But I'm also not mad about it. I really like the color. And with the small brush that I got as well, I can be really precise. Yeah guys, here you have it. This is the color Fresh. I really, really like it, I have to say. I never had the feeling I wanted to try the Extreme Matte lipsticks from Laura Mercier, but I really like it. It's a pouchy, very comfortable type of feeling that I am getting with this lipstick, and I think it's beautiful. It's reminding me a little bit of the Tom Ford Casablanca lipstick that I have, but it's a little bit more on the matte side, but it's... You can feel it just a little bit, but it's a very lightweight, nice type of feeling. You just feel that you have something on, but it's not a heavy type of feeling that you get with this. So not mad about it. Now I will give you everything in a little bit more of a close-up, and then we will be right back with the zoomed out version and the first look. Guys, and here you have it. Here you have my first look with the Natasha Denona Yucca palette. It's beautiful. I really like the combination. I really had the feeling I can have my fun, but everything will play so nicely together. And it's exactly like that. I'm so impressed by it. Really love the first look I created with this palette right here. And I'm so excited to play a little bit more with it. It's like in my I Need a Nude palette. It's a really beautiful, sparkly, reddish type of formulation, and I'm enjoying it more and more so much. I think it's a beautiful formulation. It's so sparkly, but at the same time it's so sophisticated. But you can have your fun, and this is something I really enjoy with the Natasha Denona formulation every time. So very happy about my first look, and we will see each other for my second look. It will be the next day for me, but it will be in a second for you guys. So very excited about the second look. I don't know what I will do yet, but I'm sure it will be a good one. So let's do this. Hey guys, it's the next day, so let's do the second look with this beauty right here. So excited. I already did everything. I primed my eyes, I did my face. So if you're curious about anything I'm wearing, everything of course will be linked down below, so that we can go right into this beauty here. I'm so excited. I have a little bit something in mind what I want to do today with this one. I think I really want to play with Ixia today and with the more greenish type of shimmery shades, you know. I'm very excited about that. Let's step right into the second look. So excited. Let's zoom a little bit more in and let's get started. So like I said, I really want to start with this shade Ixia, this one right here. And for that I will use a big packing type of brush and going right in there. This seems to be a powdery shade too. So this is a normal powdery shade, and with this one I will go all over my lid. Really want to cover basically my whole lid with this shade. Oh, it's beautiful looking. Going a little bit above my crease as well with this shade, so that I can blend it out in a sec. And now with a denser type of blending brush, I will blend everything out. Now with the same brush, I will go into the shade Tipu right here. It's a little bit, it's as well like a dingy type of greenish shade. Really a little bit, and it's also a powdery shade it seems, and I will go really near my lash line of the lid area. Without much precision, I will just splatter it all over the lash line. Don't have to be too precise, just splattering it out, just to give a little bit more of something here. And you can see it immediately changed the tone a little bit. This could be a look in itself, you know. You could say, okay, I'm done here, a little bit of mascara and the look is finished. I think it's as well really beautiful. Now, because we used so much powder, we will just use a little bit of a glitter glue, and I will use the NYX glitter glue, just a teensy bit, and going all over the lid with it, just so that the metallic shades that we are using now are having something to stick to. And now I will go into the shade Ray. I think it's looking so beautiful, this one right here. I will go right into this one with my finger. Look how stunning. It's a light, beautiful, grassy type of green. Beautiful. And I will go right on the lid area with it, tapping it all over the lid basically. And you can see the Ixia shade that we used before, it's showing a little bit through, so it's giving a beautiful base for the whole greenish look. This is not that glittery of a shade, it's more really like a metallic-y type of green. And I love that you have so many textures to play with. It's a little bit of a different texture if you don't want it at a day. You say you don't want too much glittery, sparkly stuff on your eyes. This is beautiful to just tap it all over the lid. Also as in one and done, I think it's beautiful. Now I'm going to the shade Macchia, this one right here, as well with my finger. Let's see, it's a little bit of a darker green. And with this one I will go also right where my lash line is. I'm going in with this little bit more darker green. Really near my lash line. Just to give it a little bit more oomph and a little bit of something else, you know? Beautiful. I love the vibe that it's giving me right now. It's so lightweight and ethereal looking, but at the same time you really can see the beautiful greens that are coming through. And I'm tapping again really lightly into this green, this light green right here, Ray. Really lightly, and I'm tapping it all over my brow bone area. Really lightly. Just to give me also a hint of green right there. If I would combine this one right now with another palette, I would maybe use my Isamaya palette and take that glittery green and put it all over my lid to give me a beautiful toppery kind of look. But I really want to stick to this palette today. So for my lower lash line, I will go now in with a smaller blending brush. And I will go into the shade Tipu first. This one that we used for the lash line of our upper lid area. And go all over my lower lash line with it, basically. Ooh, look, it's a beautiful dingy type of green. It's pairing very nice with the rest. Maybe I should have go with a really greenish top today, because it's not pairing very nice with my blue top. And with a packing type of brush, I will go now again into the shade Ray right here. And put it at the front portion of the lower lash line. Just to give a little bit of that lighter feel back. And for the outer corner of the lower lash line, I will go in with the shade Macchia again. This one right here. Again with the smaller type of blending brush. Now to give me a little bit of the warmth down here back, I will go now into the shade Ixia. This one right here with a small blending brush. And just go really lightly under the green that I laid down. Really lightly. Okay, and for the inner corner, I think I will go again into the shade Ray. This one right here, because it's a really lightish kind of green and I think it would pair nice with the look. And put it really lightly into my inner corner. Just to tie everything together. Not too much. Okay guys, and I think this is everything I want to do today. I really like it. I really like the dingy smudginess of the look today. I think it's beautiful. So now let's see what I will use for my lashes and my lips. It will be again for my lips something from Laura Mercier. So let's see which lipstick I want to use today, but firstly let's go to the lashes. Okay, and for the lashes I think I want to go brown today, and therefore I will use my Heroine Make Long Up Mascara, super waterproof, in the color brown, or it's something like it's a really maroonish type of brown, and with this one I will cover my lashes today. It's a little bit more on the neutral side, and you can layer it beautifully up, but you have to be a little bit careful. The sticks are a little bit pokey. It wouldn't be the first time I'm sticking this one right into my eyes, so... But because of that, it's separating the lashes really nicely. Okay, and I think for my lips today I want to go with the color Vibe. This really natural type of shade right here. I think it will pair really nice with the green look. And I cleaned the little brush as good as possible. And now let's go to the color Vibe with my sample right here. And it's looking really beautiful. Like the color. I will go again with the little applicator in it. And this time I have nothing on my lips today because I really want to see how it performs without anything. But I have to say, last time, I don't know if it's because of the Rode lip gloss that I wore, but it was a little bit more on the sticky side. So this time we will see. Oh yeah, it's a really neutral type of lip color. This time it's not so sticky, so it could be the mixture of my gloss yesterday and the lipstick. But all in all, I have to say it's not my favorite formulation, but the color's beautiful. It's a little bit like a Pat McGrath lipstick that I have as well in my collection. So I already have it, but it's a beautiful, nice color for the everyday. Because it's a little bit more of that matte feeling, I have the feeling it will also last for a longer time. But yeah, it's not my favorite formulation of all time, if I have to be completely honest. But it's also not bad. I think it's a nice feeling on the lips and it's not bothering on the lips. So, and the color is also very, very nice. So I can't say anything negative about that. But yeah, guys, here's the finished look overall. I really enjoy it. I think I will love my look for the day. And again, this palette right here, guys. So beautiful. If you like this dingy type of green looks that are looking a little bit more on the dirty side, if you know what I mean, you will love this one. And now let's give you a little bit more of a close-up, and then we will be right back with the zoomed out version and the second look. So guys, and here's the second look all zoomed out. Again, it's a hit for me. I really like the second look. I think it's beautiful. It's really there, and it's a really unique type of green look that I have today on, I have to say. It's a little bit more on the dingy but vibrant side at the same time, and I really enjoyed the colors I used today. It was very easy and very quick to pull the second look together. I love it. But my full review you will get at the end of the video. But in the moment, guys, I'm very, very excited to use this palette, and I'm so excited especially for the third and final look tomorrow. So I would say we would see each other the next day. For you, it's in a second. For me, it will be the next day. So excited about that. So let's do it. Let's do the third and final look. We will see each other. So guys, it's the last day with this beautiful palette right here. I'm so excited for the third look. And I thought for the third look, of course, we need to use the shades we didn't use until now. The shade Willow, the shade Calithium, the shade Acacia, the shade Citrine, Valley. We need to go into all those shades today. I will try my best. But I have something in mind. I want to do something you could say is a little bit 60s inspired. So without further ado, let's go right into the third and final look together. For the 60s inspired look, I think I will start with the shade Willow right here. And I will take a really, really small, dense inner corner type brush for that. Going right in there. A powdery shade, but a really pigmented type of powdery shade. Of course, guys, I have again on a little bit of an eye primer, like always. And I will start to focus this shade all over the lash line of my upper lid area, like that. Try to stay as near as possible, but it also don't have to be a really, really precise line. But I really want to try to stay as near as possible within my lash line area. Okay, I have to say I dipped just once in there and my whole line is covered now. A really beautiful pigmented type of shade. Okay, now to the scary part. I will take this shade and you could say I start to make an upwards type of wing, like that. Again, it don't have to be that precise. Okay, maybe I need to switch brushes because this brush is not the best I can use. take now a really more precise type of brush, and it's a really packed, long, precise brush, and I try to do it with this one. Oh yeah, it's better, definitely. Just that I have the initial shape down that I want. Like I said, don't need to be too precise. And then with the same small inner corner type of brush, I will go now into the shade Caletheia, this one right here. And this is a cream to powder, and I will follow the lines all over again with this one, just to make it a little bit more intense. Now I will go into the shade Valley right here, this very light orangey brownish type of shade, and I would smudge the wing right here a little bit out, just that it's not so harsh looking anymore. I did go a little bit above my crease, but just a little bit, and now I'm blending it upwards above my crease area. And now I'm going a teensy bit into Willow again, just with one dip, and going again and following the line that I did right here. It's my first time trying this, guys, so don't judge it, but hopefully in the end all will come together beautifully. So this is what I'm hoping for, at least. I'm doing this until I'm satisfied, and the wing down here at my lash line area, I will leave it like that mostly, because I like how it's looking. It's not too precise, but it's also really there, and I love that look. So this will be as it is. Okay, I think that's that, and now I will repeat those steps at the other side. Okay, after that is done, I will go again in with this really precise brush, and I will go again into the shade Willow, just a little bit. And I will follow the line again, just really ever so slightly. So that's a little bit more there, pigmented, and a little bit more visible. With this one, guys, you really have to trust the process, or you will fail in the end, but therefore are a little bit of makeup playtime, you know? So we will see. A little bit outwards as well, because I like that look. And I don't touch the line that I did right now, but I will go a little bit above it and just buff everything out. I don't know what happened here, but I will clean that up again. And then I will go in with a really precise, stiff brush and try to clean it up. You also can go in with a little bit of concealer. It would also solve the problem really, really nice. So now with a packing type of brush, I will go into the shade... I really want to go into Camu Camu right here and combine it with Komoribi. I think we didn't use that shade as well. So I will do that for the inner portion of my lid area. And I will start first with the shade Camu Camu on a packing brush. And I will put it all over the lid area. And now with my finger I will go just a little bit into Komorebi. This one right here. I hope I spell it correctly. It's looking beautiful and reflective again. And this time I will try to put it on without a glitter glue. I hope it will go okay, because it's a matte shade I'm putting it over. So we will see. Really, really lightly, just to give me a little bit of a glittery reflex. So mostly I will focus at the inner corner, and then after that I will make my way to the outer portion of the lid area. So with the glittery shade I did go a little bit over my wing that I did right here. So I will go with the small brush again into Willow and again go a little bit over the line again with this shade. This today, guys, is really fun type of look, so it will take some time, but It's just a little bit playtime I'm really enjoying. I'm doing the same thing with my lash line again. This time also with the small brush, and I'm going again into Willow and I'm following that line as well again to freshen it up. Okay guys, let's come now to the lower lash line. There I don't want to do too much. I will go now into the shade Citrine right here and focus it really near my lower lash line with that packing brush right here. But I really try to stay as near as possible towards my lower lash line. And I focus this one more at the outer corner of my lower lash line for a hinge of yellow right there. And over it I'm going just a little bit with the shade Acacia, this one right here. Really at the tip of the packing brush and also at the outer corner of my lower lash line. And staying really focused towards it. Going not too much downwards with that color. Okay, like that. And for the inner corner I will go into Combini. And again with that small inner corner type of brush, I'm going in there. And I will put this one right into my inner corner and also dragging it a little bit at my lower lash line towards the front portion. For a little something down there as well, you know. Hey, I love that, guys. It's the first time I tried something like that and I'm very happy about the result. It's not perfect, but it's really nice and it was so much fun to pull this look together. I will now do my lashes and my lips and I think then we will be back with the finished result. I really like what I see, I have to say. So I think for the look what is very fitting is my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eye Mascara in Extreme Black. I love this one so much. It's giving my lashes a little bit more of a thicker, fuller look and I think it will pair really nice with the look I'm going for today. And of course for the lips we have to use the last shade today from our Laura Mercier Extreme Matte Lipstick Testers, and it will be the shade Dominate, this one right here, this beautiful bright red. And I think this is the perfect shade for the look we are going for today. So let's do this. I will clean the little brush up again at the back of my hand as much as I can. I think that's enough. And now let's go in with this bright red color right here. I'm so excited. Like I said, I don't think this is my favorite formulation of all time, but the colors are very beautiful. And again, I don't have anything on my lips today. Oh yeah, it will pair really nice together. And again, what I always like to do, I will smudge the edges a little bit so that it's giving a more powdery type of effect. I really enjoy that look. Okay guys, and this is the third and final look. It is a little bit more of an experimental one, you could say, but I really enjoyed it. First, I will show you the look a little bit more in a close-up version, and then we will be right back with my final thoughts on this beautiful Natasha Denona Yucca palette right here. Okay guys, and there you go. There you have all the 3 looks I did with the Yucca palette from Natasha Denona. It was a blast, guys. It was a blast to play with this one. It was so nice. It was so much fun. I have to say the only thing, maybe some of you wouldn't like this palette, maybe you can go really fast, really muddy with this one. Maybe if you stick just to the really light greens, it won't do it. And if you stay to Camu Camu or Willow, just to Willow, and to the lighter metallic greens in here like Ray or Macchia or Komorabi, It won't be a muddy look, but overall you will always get a muddy greenish type of look with it. So you need to enjoy something like that to enjoy this palette overall right here. But I have to say I really enjoyed the versatility and also the creative outlet that the palette is giving me, because even though you would think it's all greens and muddy type of greens, you really can do so much more than that. You can, like I said, just stick to willows, to the brighter shades in here, and make a really bright poppy look out of it. You can just stay with the muddy type of greens and make a really muddy fall type of look with it, but you also can stay to the shade Flex and the shade Elysian, like I did with my first look mostly, and make a really cool toned look out of it. So you have options, and you also can of course mix and match. Really enjoy this palette, guys. I really like it. I'm now familiar with the Natasha Denona formulation, as well as with her newer formulation that you get in the Yucca palette right here, because I have the I Need a Nude. I knew about her newer formulation by now, but I really wanted to try the Yucca palette for a long time, and now I finally did it, and I don't regret it a little bit to have it in my collection. It's just a fun little extra to my Natasha Denona collection that I already have. So I really enjoy this one, and I think it's a beautiful palette with beautiful colors and a beautiful coloration overall. You just have, of course, like those tones to enjoy this palette. Otherwise, you won't be satisfied. But the powdery formulation, as well as the cream to powder, as well the shimmery glimmery shades, as well as the metallic shades in here, they worked all wonderful and beautiful. And with that being said, you get so much variety and textures in here. So this is also something I really appreciate. And because it isn't really about that, but I wanted to briefly touch on it, my samples that I test throughout this video right here. The Laura Mercier Velour Extreme Matte Lipsticks. I tried all three of them. I have to say I like the colors overall. They are a little bit more on the powdery lighter side than you would expect, and they are really matte. They are matte. I can't say that this isn't true. They are so matte, and they're a little bit, a teensy bit sticky. You feel the sticky texture of them. And at my first look I combined the shade, I think it was the shade Fresh. I combined the shade Fresh with my Rhode lip gloss, the unscented one. And it was so sticky at that day. I didn't like that feeling at all. So you have to also be a little bit more careful, it seems, what you are putting underneath or over those type of lipsticks. Not the biggest fan, it won't be my favorite formulation, and I won't go out and grab me one, but they are not bad feeling. They are not really bad, but you have a little bit of that stickiness. And I have so many beautiful lipsticks that I really prefer much over those ones. So I don't think this will be a buy for me, but I'm also not against them. They are really smoothing, but a little bit of texture you get throughout the day, like you can see. It's not that it's really covering all the lines on your lips. It's a little bit texture, but also not too much. But it's also not my favorite kind of formulation, so I won't go out and grab me one of those, I think. But overall, guys, I really much enjoyed this video. I hope you did as well. I love to do 3 looks, especially also for me, I have to say, because I have the feeling with 3 looks you really get to know a palette, a product, so much better, and you really can appreciate each shades individually and have an opinion about them, you know. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If so, and especially if you enjoy Natasha Denona content, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, I hope we will see each other in my next video. So excited about that, and until then, bye guys.